Oh, hello! In this vlog, it's day 2 of a $750K guaranteed $1,000 entry poker tournament. We're already in the money. There's $130K for first place. Enjoy!
She's back at 4:07, back tomorrow at 2:30 or something.
All right, bro, we've slept. Today's day 2, 12% of the field left. We have 407K. We go back to 8K big blind. The blinds go down, so we have 51 bigs. Let's avenge our fucking 15th place last year. Let's win one of these. Shout outs to Bet on Drew. Shout outs to Team ACR. Shout outs to Rounders. And actually getting on the Hendon Mob to show that I played poker this year. Holla.
Nice hoodie, you look good. It's your color, thanks. And here we are. I think this is us. All right, back for day 2. 1K entry, 750K guaranteed. 106 players are all returning, and all of us have 2,100 locked up, but in our case, it's negative 900 because we have entered 3 times. Last year, we got 15th in the same event with many of the same players. Let's top that. 130K for first. With blinds at 4K, 8K with an 8K big blind ante and 407K in our stack. We look down at ace queen offsuit. We're under the gun. We raise to 16K. And the low jack, small blind, and big blind all decide we're a piece of shit and they're just gonna call me all willy-nilly. So we're 4 ways to a flop. We have a good hand, but we have to be a little bit cautious. The flop comes ace, jack, 2 with 2 spades. As you see, we don't have a spade. Small blind and big blind check to us. We bet 27K into the pot of 72K. The low jack goes ahead and call. And now the small blind, a not young man, decides to check raise to 80K. It's taken us longer than it's needed to in our poker career to get to the point where we see this for what it is. And it's a clear, easy snap fold. Even if the guy was not old, this is debatably a very easy fold because in this spot, multi-way, on an ace-high board, people just do not bluff enough here. And it's just always, at worst, 2 pair. Most frequently, pocket deuces or maybe pocket jacks. So we go ahead and fold, and we do get the confirmation that he did have pocket jacks. Anyway, lose that one, but make the right fold. We then win 2 small pots with ace-jack off, post-flop. Then we lose a little one with pocket 3s, raising early position, maybe unnecessary. So 350K in our stack now. Okay, it's not that bad. Blinds are now up. 5K, 10K with a 10K big blind ante. Folds to the button, the same older guy villain from the previous hand. He raises to 22K on the button. We're in the big blind and look down at king 10 offsuit. We go ahead and call. We're heads up to a flop. It comes ace, queen 4, all clubs. So, as you can see, we have the nut flush draw with the king of clubs, and we have a Broadway draw. Pretty good flop. We check. He bets 25K, and I think that check raise makes the most sense here. Just winning the hand now against all types of shit that we're currently losing to, like random queen X or low pairs with no club. I think would fold. So we check raise pretty small to 60K. He asks how much we have and then just calls. So the pot's 180K now. We have 280K in our stack. This pot's getting really big. We're only coming to the turn. The turn comes 6 of spades. It's not one of our outs. So like I said, 280K in our stack. We decide to bet 120K, leaving 160K behind, hoping maybe at this point now to fold out some ace X type of shit. But unfortunately, he just snap raises to 250K, min clicking us basically. And instantly I regret not trying to see the river for free or cheaper. I don't think he would have let us. He later told us he had a small flush. But anyway, it's an easy fold even with our equity because we're day 2 in the money. There's ICM at play, blah, blah, blah. Bad start to the day. And then now we get to watch Zach Wilson just fucking crush our hearts again. But it's sick watching football while playing. We're fine. There's 89 people left, and we're actually not that tilted at ourselves or the poker gods or whoever. I don't know who you'd even be cranky at, but it's all good. Very next hand, the same villain opens to 22K from the cutoff now. We're in the small blind with our 16 bigs, 160K, and we look down at ace-8 of clubs. We go ahead and jam our 160K, folds. So now we have 20 bigs again, 200K at 5K, 10K, 10K. We win one, we lose one, blah, blah. 76 people left. We win one, we win one. A little guy with kings, we win. We win a pot with jack 8 of diamonds. So now we got 240K, still 20 bigs because now the blinds are up to 6K, 12K with a 12K big blind ante. We're under the gun with queen jack of spades. We raise to 24K and get 4 fucking koalas. 5 ways to a flop. Feels really dumb. Flop comes ace, queen, 2, rainbow with 1 spade. It checks around. The turn comes. The 4 of whatever. 3 of us check to this Asian dude who bets 56K into the pot of 132K. And we are the only one who calls like a jerk off. The river comes at 10 of whatever. We check. He goes all in. We fold. Back down to 160K. Fuck. With blinds at 6K, 12K with a 12K big blind ante. Folds to the small blind, who raises to 36K or 3X. We are in the big blind with 160K or 13 big blinds. What are our cards? 7-6 of spades. We're unsure in game, but pretty sure that in position off 13 bigs, we have to call pretty wide. This does turn out to be correct, so we make the right decision. Even though it seems weird and you seem shallow, we put in 1/4 of our stack. We're heads up in position. We go to a flop, 84K in the pot, 124K in our stack. Flop comes, Jack, 9, 2 with 2 clubs and 1 heart. Total miss. He checks, and I don't really know why, but, you know, sometimes you just gotta fucking do it. We jam 124K, go to the footage. One orbit later, we're in the big blind again. Blind still 6K, 12K with a 12K big blind ante. About 190K in our stack now. Young Asian raises to 26K from middle position. Folds to us in the big blind, and we look down at Queen 10 offsuit. We call, heads up to a flop. It comes King, King, Queen. Rainbow. We check. He bets 15K into the 70K. The only real option is to call, I think. We go ahead and do that. Now 100K in the pot, 150K in our stack going to the turn. Turn is 9 of whatever. We check again. He bets 40K, which is a good size out of him because it's, you know, it's small for what you would bet on this turn normally, but he's leveraging our whole stack. We debate for a second actually jamming to deny equity from like ace X or ace jack, but it's really unnecessary and dumb. And the only ultimate choice again is to just call, I guess, especially against someone who's capable of bluffs. So now we're going to the river. The SPR is even weirder. 110K in our stack, 180K in the pot. River comes, another queen. So we have a full house, but the low end. We check again, and he jams, and we're not excited to call, but against the young Asian, you know, go to the footage.
You're Asian, I don't think I can move forward. I call. You the king?
Call.
No. Yes. Let me see.
You gotta show. We'll be all in.
So we make the call. We have less than we started the day with, 377K, but it feels like we've won chips after all the ups and downs we've gone through. Now there's only 63 players left at this point, 2,500 locked up.
Fucking unnecessarily volatile first couple levels. Vinny came to our table at some point through. I don't know if I did. It was a good shot and gave us good energy. And those 6 shots are thanks to her that she will remember to send me. So that King 10 hand was totally like unnecessary. It's like some percentage of the time I can do what I did. With ICM, it's just not necessary when I can be patient and wait for a better spot. When I have an edge over the field, I don't need to take high variance spots like that and check raise and shit. He told me he had a baby flush on that hand. That's when I lost most of my stack, and then it was just a stressful thing. Come back to 16K big blind, 23 bigs. We're good. Oh, he's so fucking bad. Every time I get hope, he just fucking Zach Wilson's it up. He sucks, dude.
With blinds at 8K, 16K with a 16K big blind ante. We defend the big blind with Jack 2 suited versus some fucking raise. Flop comes ace 6 2 rainbow. We check. They bet 30K, and they bet less than half pot. And with a pair, it's just too nitty to fold. Plus, we can hit trips or 2 pair. Blah, what do you know? The turn is a jack. So, great hand now. We check again. They bet 45K, and we just call again. Not going to try to scare off our customer. There's like 180K in this pot now. Going to the river. It's becoming a juicer. The river comes, the 7 of whatever. And now we have a decision if we can just donk or check. In hindsight, I think we should donk lead here and ensure that we get value from his ace X. Hands that will generally, in a live environment, check back. But we get a riddle too sneaky, and we check and he checks back, but still we win a nice pot. Very next hand, we have pocket 4s in the small blind and turn a set against Ebony Kenny, but she doesn't pay us any extra. She's too good. Either way, just in those few hands, we have 541K in our stack now. Yay. At 8K, 16K, 16K still. Early position opens to 34K. Folds to us in the hijack. We look down at ace king off. We 3-bet to 90K. The original raiser calls. Heads up to a flop with 220K in the pot. Comes 8 deuce deuce. He checks. We bet 55K. They fold. We got 660K in our stack. Low jack raises to 40K. We're in the hijack with king queen offsuit. We 3-bet to 105K. It folds back to the low jack, who 4-bets us to 250K. And we fold, but we played this correct. You're supposed to 3-bet fold in this situation. Happy that we played it right. So we're back down to 500K now. Blinds are going up. 10K, 20K, 20K. A couple more people have been eliminated. We lose a very stupid hand with pocket nines when the guy makes like the worst fucking float in the history of poker with queen jack off and gets there. Then we win a pot with ace deuce off, making a pretty cool bluff on the river. Bluffing the guy off what I assume would be a chop on a board of 8-8, 9-9-2. You know, get him off another ace X. So after those two, plus winning a pot with pocket kings, a little guy, we got 580K for this next hand. Blinds at 10K, 20K, 20K. We are under the gun, +1, and look down at ace queen off. We raise to 40K, and it folds to a good player in the hijack. Gone Bananas is his online name, or Kevin is his real name. I forget his fucking last name. He's a good player. He 3-bets us to 105K. It folds back to us, and knowing who he is and that he's capable of having 3-bet bluffs, unlike most of the field, and he's probably playing close to GTO pre-flop, we go ahead and just jam our 29 bigs. You know, against other people's 3-betting range, we would not do this, but we go ahead and jam. He folds. Nice pickup. 670K in our stack now. What a turnaround after starting off so rough. Under the gun, a whale, old, Spanish man. Limps 20K. Folds to Ebony Kenny on the button. She limps as well. The small blind calls, and we're in the big blind and look down at Jack 10 of diamonds. We debate raising, but ultimately check. 4 ways to a flop, 100K in the middle. Flop comes. Jack, 10, 9, 2 clubs, 1 diamond. Small blind and myself both check to the whale. He bets 25K. The other 2 people fold, and now it's back on us. And we think you got to just check raise top 2 pair here. It's a wet board. He could pay us with a lot of shit. So we check raise 3x to 75K, and he immediately just goes all in for our 620K or whatever we have. And at this point, after an old bad player has just declared their hand and limped, and it's just a clear fucking fold. He's not putting it in light here. It sucks that you have 2 pair and you have to fold, but you know, it's just a clear decision. That's, you know, you don't always make the right choices, or I don't at least. But you know, Honey Badger don't give a shit, I guess. I don't fucking know. I talk myself into calling, thinking he might play aces and kings and queens like this for protection. And also thinking that, like, I don't think he'd limp king queen off. But fuck the pre-flop. Post-flop, he's telling me what he has. Anyway, we make the horrible call and get the obvious news that he has the fucking nuts, king queen off. And we have 4 outs to hit twice to stay alive in this tournament. Go to the footage.
Ryan!
We don't hit, we're fucking out, we're miserable. But there's another little turbo tournament, and we may just have some redemption coming up in the rest of this vlog, bitch. You're not a bitch.
I'm just sitting here so mad at myself for paying that fucking guy. It was just so bad. I just was trying to decide whether or not I thought he would do that with queens, kings, and aces. When will I learn? But it's great that we got a cash. There's another event here still going. I may only vlog it once I'm in the money and just chill, but fucking stupid. Alright, so we're in this 400, but I'm too disgusted with myself. I'll be back like when we're in the money, then I'll start vlogging, I guess.
You see YouTube be hating on me, I need loot cause they raping on me every single day. I get demonetized, but it helps a lot if you like and subscribe. Yo, please, thank you.
Alright, so I don't know how the fuck we actually did it. We're in the motherfucking money, bitch. We're in the money, pimps. I don't know.
Drew's in the money too. Let's go, Drew. I burst the bubble for Drew. He has little chips. He's sleepy. The sick hoodie.
He's not even listening.
He's very tired.
But we're in the money, 12K up top. Now we'll vlog. So it's $400 entry, 560 locked up, and for 12.4K for first. I don't even know what we have because we burst the bubble, getting a little jamming blind versus blind, probably 8 bigs. With Jack 4 suited, he had King Jack, and we flop a flush. So we have like 440K, like 27 bigs, 30-minute levels. It's turbo-y. I'll see some of you at the final table, I guess, right? Others may not be so lucky. All right, 11 left. Blinds up, 20K, 20 bigs, which feels right for a turbo. We're like average that. So they got Drew, there's 10 left. GG. I know, I see that. 9 left. Final table. All in? All in? Damn, you scared me. I thought you were excited that I said that. Like, all in? I fucking call.
What's up, Brian? How you doing over here?
Final table left box. You got help along the way. I feel like I don't want all these peasants around us playing 1-3. Like, we're at a final fucking table for 12K, okay?
It's weird, right?
I don't want these pieces of shit breathing on me.
Not get defeated and stay patient and let these guys punt. Pretty sick that we have a chance so soon to avenge one of our top 5 punts of all time.
Drew at the end of a long series for Rounders, rocking the ill hoodie, having his meal before he settles in for a month of video games and relaxing. What's the strategy? 13 bigs. How do I win?
Min-raise full.
All right, word. Yo,
Yeah, I like it.
They don't know about that.
12K for first. 7 players left. You see the pay jumps on your screen. We have $1,200 locked up. The not great thing is that we only have 7.5 big blinds. But everybody's short. There's 2 shorter stacks than us. There's a 4 and a 5 big blind stack. So what are we gonna do? Clam up like a bitch? Or we're gonna play for the fucking win, bro? Neither. We're just gonna play the best we know how to play ICM wise. Anyway, folds around to the small blind. A chip leader by a lot, Asian, who we know from earlier hands in the other tournament. He looks down at his 2 cards and goes all in, and it's on us. I don't know exactly what our range should be here, but we look down at ace-9 suited, and I think we dominate him enough of the time that this is a clear call for 7.5 bigs, even with the shorter stacks. We put it in and pray. He has a type of hand we don't really want to see. He has king-8 of spades. So he has another suit. We don't have either of his cards dominated. But let's win a flip. We're still a favorite. Run out comes. I don't know because I didn't take notes. Whatever. 9, king, we lose.
All right, good. Great success. Not being, oh, look at Drew like a proud papa with a smirk. So that's it. Bye, guys. I hope you all lose.
Hit the booty bounce on the dance floor.
Now, he doesn't deserve any applause. He called with King Jack.